Okay, everybody's attention. I just want to introduce one of our elders, and she's also an educator, Aldine Eagle Speaker. Let's give her a round of applause there, staff and students.
I hope you enjoyed the day. How many of you really enjoyed it?
Me.
How about you guys? I am the principal at this moment.
She's the boss lady.
Our principal is gone for a while, but he won't be back. But I was put in charge, and I think it's a real honor to be put in charge to try and act like a principal. But I wouldn't want that job.
It's a great job.
I introduced myself to you earlier in there, but I have been in education for numbers of years. Since 1989 to 2008, I worked for the Calgary Board of Education. I came down here in 2008 because I wanted to teach my people, especially the young generation, to learn to speak their language and to know their culture. That's my passion today, is to teach them. I'm also a society woman. I'm a part of two societies. My husband and I are one of the leaders of a sacred society on this reservation. And these societies have been here thousands of years. They have not been just organized over the past 4 years, but they've been here. Our ancestors have had these ceremonies. One of the things that we would like to tell people, especially non-native people, is that the land you see out there, it comes with songs. If you know the songs of our nature, our societies, our dances and everything, that's who we are. So today we're doing this is not what you call a ceremony. A ceremony is something that you have to do that is a part of our world. This way of thanking people is a way of giving appreciation and thanking our people that have done so much for certain things. We call them gifts. This is a gift to give to the who's the person that's giving this? Okay, the principal. And it's not really a ceremony. A ceremony is a whole different thing. Ceremonies happen within our people. Ceremonies happen because of the Creator. The Creator gives us a way of doing things. And it's very, very blessing, and it's very, very sacred. The principal here has done so much for our people of Siksika. Everybody on this reserve is related. That's why it's very hard to marry among your people, because everybody's your relation. And for me, I didn't marry on this reservation. I married on a different reservation because then it was okay. So we still follow a lot of our rules. There's two kinds of laws: the Creator's laws and the people's law, man-made laws. You never break with the Creator or in your term God's laws. You don't break them. But man-made laws we can't, because we made them as people. If we wanted to change green light to be stop and red light to be go, we can do that. But in our world, the Creator's laws, you never change. You don't break them at all. This lady, I haven't really got a whole idea of what this lady has done, but I've heard that your school stepped up when the flood came. And not just the people that are evacuees, not just them were hurt, they were in pain. I was just as affected, because those are my people that are hurted. Those are my people that have lost so much. Those are the people. Today, I am homeless because of the home that I had. It had nothing to do with the water, but it was because my house was built on a wrong place. And I flooded 8 times since I lived there. And today I am homeless again. Last March I was homeless. I moved back in April 4th, I was homeless again. So I know how the devastation that my people are going through because I'm just as affected. The people that came to help our people, we thank them. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts. We thank them with everything that they could do for us. The rebuilding of our spirit is the hardest part that we have to put together. We have to make it come alive again. Because of the devastation, the spirit is not, it's hurt, it's damaged. But we have to build that spirit within us. It's easy to build homes. It's easy to go get furniture, everything. But inside is the place that we have to think about. Our hearts are still hurting. We're still in pain. And this honoring that we have today is on behalf of the school. And this is a ceremony where we give as a way, this is a new thing. This is a 2000, I don't know how far back, but it's a new way of giving appreciation to people, of honoring people on our reservation here. And this blanket, there's 2 ways. As society members, we have transferred rights. We go through a ceremony to be able to wear our shawls as women, for the men to be able to have their robes too. But that's a whole different thing, because transferred rights are so different. This blanket we're going to give this, your principal, it's a way that we're going to thank her because of the warmth. A blanket, if you see a blanket, it's got warmth. You always cover up in bed at home. You cuddle under your blanket and it's so warm and you feel like you're safe. That's what this blanket is going to represent. The warmth that this lady gave our people. That she will have the same warmth and love and caring that she had for us. This will just let her know, this blanket, that's what we want her to have too, whatever she gave us. And your school. It's so nice to see non-native children, people of all different cultures to come and share, to come and learn about us as Scott people.
So can I tell you a little bit about what we did?
Sure.
So last year we came out with the grade 7s, and it was 3 days before the flood. And so we were out here and we didn't have any clue about what was coming, about the flood that was coming 3 days later. And then the flood happened and we saw the pictures, the grade 7s that are now in grade 8, saw the pictures on the news, and they saw places that we had walked and we had been, were now completely buried in underwater. And it started with myself talking to Miss Peterson and some students who, actually the student is now in grade 9, but had been out here and he knew about it. And he emailed me and said, we have to do something. Miss Peterson and I had been talking back and forth. We have to do something. And remember, schools were closed. Kids weren't in school, teachers weren't in school, principals were. And we did it all by email, so that on that last day of school, when everyone came back, we had a bake sale. Families came in and donated truckloads and carloads of bottled water and clothes and diapers and money. I have a picture in my office of the big mound of stuff about H.C. Cartwright Cares for Sequoia. And we took this picture and then we transferred it all. Of course, at the end of school, we transferred it to Miss Peterson's garage. Her husband was a little miffed, I think. The garage now was not being used for the cards, but all of these supplies. We brought pens, we brought clothes, we brought non-perishable food. And it was all because of all of you. And so when I'm accepting this honor, it really isn't about me. But you know what? It really is about we. It's about the community of HD Cartwright, and it's about our relationship that we have with the people out here. And it's a 3-year relationship, and we hope to keep that going. And so, just as Alvin has said, you're so lucky to have this experience, to see it firsthand, to be able to experience things that you don't get to experience all the time, and really reap the benefits of a rich, rich culture. And hopefully you'll be able to pass that on to your kids and your family as well. So that's what this is all about. I accept it, but I'm really humbled by this because it's not about me, it's about the work that HD Cartwright staff, students, parents, everyone did, because we saw someone that we cared for a lot in need. That's it.
So at this moment, I'm going to give it a blanket, and that's, like she said, that's for you guys. I had this, someone wrote this for me what to say. You wrote it for me, I was like, I'm going supposed to say this? Sometimes it's always best not to read. So we're gonna do an honoring song for her.
One more twirl.
Is Randy got the other, because she has 2 gifts,
Well, I became close friends with the principal here. And I've enjoyed my time at the school. Dance for you, my grandkids too. During the flood, somebody broke in my house. Some of my chicken dance out. These guys are my witnesses. The story I'm telling you, you gotta be there. I told them that when I went home after the flood, water was down, window facing east was broken, and there were some rugs and stuff, like somebody crawled into my house. So I went into my house and looked around for a while, and I noticed my chicken dancing out this time. And I was sharing with these two, having coffee lunch. We talked about how everybody knows the kind of outfit that you have, your beadwork, and all the colors. And knowing if this person, whoever stole it and was going to sell it, people would know that it belonged to me, right? I told them it was before Halloween, or just after Halloween, I wasn't too sure. But when I went home, me and my wife parked the truck around, and I walked up to the doorway. There's my bag, my dancing outfit was in the doorway up in the back door. So I was surprised, and I held it up, and I took this. I said, Dolores, look here, there's something. She couldn't believe it. So I was happy, and I checked, everything was there. A little while later, I talked to Herman and Herman Yellow Woman and Alan Wiggertown. And they told me, your bundle brought back your outfit. Your bundle knows, and everybody knows that they stole from a home. They'll get bad luck. So, with my outfit, and I was talking to Denise and Bruce, they asked me if in my heart, I had anything to give what's your name again? Teresa. And I thought hard, you know. First I said, yes, I have some. I went home, I looked around last night, told me go home, sleep, don't do nothing. So this morning I was looking this way, and I said, all right, I know. So I love dancing. I really love chicken dancing. Very wonderful dance. Turning Rich is wonderful. Gives me a chance to show off and do things I really never do out in the public. But what I'm giving her is part of my outfit. Very important. Sometimes you never give one. You always try to give two as a pair. So you're always together. This I'm giving her, these eagle feathers are from the top of my rope. And I always love those things. Part of me. So, through the friendship that I had through Denise, you, all of you, and the teachers that I've been needed, said, well, it's appropriate if I give her my feathers. One for her and one for the school. And these are what I use on my dance moves. They're very special. With that I say, live long, prosper, good luck with health, and live long.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to honor this what just happened here, what we witnessed here. So what we're going to do is Randy's going to dance with her around in one circle, and then when they come back here, as they do the second round, you're invited to come down and dance behind her. That's to support her. So we're going to give her an honor song. Okay, when we sing, we're going to sing, everybody can go behind.
Go around and
dancer, and I want to get Randy to come out here and explain the dance here and the original, how the dance first became. Randy, everybody listen up, respect.
Oh, golly, chicken dancing is lovely. Belonged in our culture here. God, women never danced before the men. Finally, things changed. Women took part in their dancing, supported their men in victory, so they danced and screamed and yelled and did their best to be happy. Today we have one of our dancers here, fancy dancer, also known as a butterfly dance. So free, flying around, fringes flowing, and also was known as also a fawn dance, like a baby deer, jumping around, hopping, spinning around, feeling one with the song, feeling close to nature. Fancy dance is a very wonderful dance. Ladies' fancy. Watch the rhythm of the feet, the motions of the body, the waving of the shawl, the way they look proud like a butterfly flies, and the deer dance. So in all, I'm going to be right here to sit to dance for you. Here's your fancy dance. You can run with the
we were assigned elders to our school. We had this beautiful, beautiful elder who had both a Blackfoot and a Cree tradition. Her name was Angeline Leather. And she had a quiet, soft voice. I used to love to listen to her voice, and she would tell stories. And she had stories from her own people, and she had stories from other people. And one year, she said that we should have stories for our school. And she told this story about the butterfly related to the fancy dancers, because she had grandchildren that danced. And so she told this beautiful story that came from the Papago tribe and later from the Sioux, about how butterflies in the beginning of time, when the Creator made them, they could sing and dance. They could sing like birds, and they could dance, and they were like the color of a moth. And the birds got angry, and they went to the Creator and said, "We're going to eat the butterflies all the time, because we don't know how come they got so many gifts, because they can sing like we can, and they can dance quicker and more beautifully than us, and they can fly." So the Creator wanted to keep peace, so he said to the butterfly, "I'm going to give you beautiful colors, but in exchange I'm going to take your voice. But I'm going to give you another story for you. I'm going to make you a communicator of the grandfathers. And I'm going to make you be able to bring the stories and the wishes of the hearts of the people to me. And so when you tell the butterfly your secret, the butterfly can't tell anyone else, can only go to the Creator. And the butterfly can bring back the visions and the dreams of the grandfathers. And so that became our story. And 2 people got to tell that story, myself and another woman. And so every year we hatch butterflies. And initially we found our own cocoons. Sometimes we didn't get very good results. We had a few moths and caterpillars. But then we started bringing in painted lady butterflies. And so now every year, at this time of the year, we let the butterflies go in honor of the grandfathers and our spirits. And earlier this year in our school, one of our students died in an accident, and so we do this year in honor of him as well, of our beloved Brandon. And so what I would like to do now, I'd like to introduce 2 students to come forward. This is Lisa Lagrelle and Kelly Ray Powder. And so we call Lisa in our school, we call her our butterfly mother because she nurtured the butterflies and looked after them, and Kelly Ray helped her. So today I'd like to ask, who has a birthday in June? Who has a birthday in June? Hold up your hands. If you could come forward. Who has a birthday in July?
I do.
In the summer? Not you, Alex. Come forward. And can you follow Lisa and her butterflies up to the hill? And they're going to release the butterflies so you can make sure you tell your secret. You have to be very gentle.